I thought it was you, Claggy.
Oh, you're right, Howard. Oh, yes, it's me. All a bloke needs when he's balancing books on a bicycle is a sudden attack of Howard.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, well, why were you leaping out of ambush, then?
I need a bicycle, Claggy.
Oh, well, I probably do now.
I had mine confiscated.
Again? Doesn't this mark a crisis in your marriage, Howard?
Oh. I was wondering if you could just leave your bicycle, you know, propped up sort of casually outside the house.
This is not the kind of bicycle that you go visiting strange women on, Howard.
What do you mean? I just fancied a ride in the fresh air.
This is a well-brought-up bicycle.
When you coming round then?
Round where?
Here, my place.
Why would anybody ever come round your place?
Right, then why don't I move into yours?
Why don't you shut your big window?
Listen, I don't want to get technical, but that Wally left you to me in his will.
Wally?
It were his last wish. Look after her, he said. Make sure she gets plenty of exercise.
That was his pigeon.
You know, I wondered why he left me that bag of corn.
Yes? Winter courses, further education.
What about it?
Well, I'd like to know what courses are available.
This is a full list for our coming season.
Ah. Can I take one?
That's what it's for.
Is it free?
Yes.
Look, I was... Look,
Yes?
I think I can fill a gap for you here. See, I don't see anything on military tactics. Have you anything on military tactics?
We've only got what's on the list.
Yeah, well, I don't want to take the course. I want to teach it. Yes, I can offer escape and evasion, bayonet fighting, infiltration behind enemy lines, unarmed combat. It's the glasses. You do remind me of someone. Was your father a Japanese sniper? Stop it. But she does. It's the glasses. And if you don't believe me, try her in a steel helmet. That's got to stand like this. Good grief, it's pathetic.
I should have used the pole, Smiler.
It's not allowed.
The man lacks aggression.
He seems all right for speed, though.
I hate to see chaps in uniform behaving like that. I've seen old ladies show more spirit.
Old ladies? Huh. That's another tough mob.
He lacks self-confidence. He needs to be taken in hand. He needs to be trained mentally.
They can't train a dollop like Smiler. It's too late.
No, it's never too late for a trained NCO. I trained Monty, didn't I?
Field Marshal Montgomery.
Well, not exactly. No, it was another Monty, but when I'd finished, you couldn't tell them apart.
Face it, Foggy, Smiler's not ideal material. Smiler's not just short of aggression. Smiler's short of everything.
Except legs. He's got legs like a chuffing camel. He nearly trod on my ferret.
Have you got everything?
It feels like everything. Feels like I've got more than you have now.
You've got a sharp eye for a bargain.
I only come in for a look round. It was all a blur.
Oh, now, what's wrong with you?
It's getting so this job needs protective clothing.
Funny you should say that. Just when I've got these reductions on protective clothing. It's the little coincidences in life that never fail to amaze you. Makes you think there must be a purpose behind everything.
Listen, if I can train men to lose their fear in combat, I'm sure I can train a civilian.
I remember when I lost my fear of combat.
When?
When I was demobbed. I always felt like a target in uniform.
I was at my best in uniform. I enjoyed working for George VI.
I always felt that being in uniform was like advertising that you were available for being shot at.
I've never been afraid of much.
Except work.
Well, they can't go chasing door and batty if fars of a nervous disposition.
That's true.
Right, subject Smiler. Action to be taken. Under proper leadership, a man can be trained to face anything.
You wouldn't think so if you tried to pursue a claim through some insurance companies.
I don't believe in insurance.
We can see that just by looking at those trousers. No, the fact is, Clegg, that I could train you to overcome your deepest fears.
Oh, I have to warn you that I'm very good at deep fears.
Well, which is your worst one? I mean, what's your worst nightmare? What is it that causes you to wake up sometimes in a cold sweat?
Auntie Wainwright.
Don't be loitering.
I'm coming. It isn't easy walking in these.
But don't knock anything over. I know where everything is.
I know where my money is. It's in your till.
It'll be very well looked after.
It's probably against regulations to wear these.
Oh, regulations. Are you going to let regulations rule your life? Show a bit of independence, lad. Talk about nimble. No wonder we never saw you dancing with Ginger Rogers. Good job you were wearing protective clothing, you see. Money well spent.
I'll cure you of this anti-Wainwright thing. You just keep repeating to yourself, I can do this. I can do this.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
See, that's where you go wrong.
Where I go wrong is she costs me money.
Listen, though, that's got nothing to worry about. When the cash runs out, she don't give credit.
You won't be buying anything. You won't be parting with any cash. You just listen to what I tell you. Now, you get yourself into the right frame of mind. You go into Auntie Wainwright's, you look round the shop, and you come out without buying anything. And ever afterwards, you wonder why you were scared of her in the first place.
Why I'm scared of her in the first place is she's dynamite.
Only if you let her be. If you meet her determination with your own determination, you...
Hey, I think this crackpot is coming straight at us.
Not if we meet him with sufficient determination. Face the fool down. No. This is just the wrong attitude. You're not in the right frame of mind.
You've got to be out of your mind to go voluntarily into Auntie Wainwright's.
That's all right. Look, just stand there. No, not like that. I mean, stand to attention. Smarten yourself up.
Attention!
No, not you. I daren't put any more strain on those trousers.
They'll be all right. My trousers are always standing at ease.
Look, Clegg, listen to me. You are a man of steel.
Steel?
Absolutely. A man of steel.
Couldn't we start with something more like plastic?
Man of steel.
Hey up, Norman Clegg, a man of steel.
You see, it's all in the mind. You make your mind up. You can go in there, walk round, and come out without buying a thing.
I can do it, Norm.
Remember, man of steel. Man of steel.
Stay where you are!
Man of steel. Norman Clegg.
Don't move, Norman Clegg. Keep your hands in your pockets. These premises are protected by every tricky device known to man. You think I'm kidding about the tricky devices? Pick something up. Go on. Lift something up.
Oh. Are they all like this? Isn't it dangerous?
Only to customers. Now then, what can we do for you?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No. I was just looking around.
Oh, man of steel.
It's working. He's doing it. Normally, he'd be out by now.
And it's all down to thee. I gotta hand it to the Foggy that's a great leader of men and similar pillocks.
You know, Field Marshal Montgomery once said that to me. He said, Dewhurst, he said, you are a natural leader of men.
We were in the desert. I thought now we were in the jungle.
Yeah, our paths crossed on a secret mission about which I'm not permitted to speak.
I just talk some fatty, Foggy.
Well, you can think what you like, but I've made a difference with Clegg, haven't I? I mean, normally, he wouldn't be in there all this time.
I think Clegg is in there with Field Marshal Montgomery on a secret mission that he can't even talk about.
You didn't. You didn't let her talk him into...
It's a good job I'm a man of steel, or I would probably have had to buy both wardrobes.
Back in. What? Get it back in this instant. Tell her you don't want a wardrobe. Tell her you want your money back.
Money back from Auntie Wainwright.
And you can do it. Go on. Go in and do it.
Norm, this is your finest hour.
Well, he can do it if he puts his mind to it. Man of Steel. You were supposed to take your wardrobe back, not buy another one.
She knocked me 8.5% off for buying the both of them.
How much is 8.5%?
I don't know. Do I look like somebody who knows what 8.5% is?
What are you going to do with 2 wardrobes?
Ah, funny you should say that. That's what I said to Auntie Wainwright.
What did she say?
She said I was absolutely right. What I needed was a dressing table to go with them. So, I got out fast.
I'm ashamed of you, Clegg.
No, not doing so bad. I think I'm improving.
Not doing so bad.
She let me have the barrow at cost.
Don't tell your mother. I know you're very close, but promise you won't tell.
She'll see it when we pull up.
I'll drop you at the end of the street.
Barry, I can't keep secrets from my mother. Anyway, why shouldn't she know we got a new car?
Why shouldn't she know? Are you crazy? Because she'll tell your father, then he'll want to tinker about with it.
But he's good with cars.
He's good with old cars. Nature designed your father for clapped-out old bangers.
I'm sure my mother will be pleased.
But he's murder with new cars. Pokes about and alters things. You can't insure against risks like your father.
I admit I failed with Clegg, but Clegg is beyond human aid.
Flatterer.
But I won't fail with Smiler. You'll see what training can do. That man, when you've finished here, report to me at Clegg's.
That's an order has been called up.
What does Norman Clegg want with 2 wardrobes?
I knew some fool would ask that.
Sorry I'm late.
I thought your Barry was giving you a lift.
Oh, he dropped me at the end of the street.
They do that when you're married. When you're courting, they bring you right to the door.
He'd have brought me to the door if I'd asked him.
Well, what was the hurry for that he dropped you at the end of the street?
He's not in any hurry.
There's something going on if they're in a hurry. It's a sure sign they're up to no good if they're in a hurry.
I always confiscate his bicycle. That slows him down.
Barry's not in a hurry. We just agreed he'd drop me at the end of the street.
You never told me.
About what?
About this rift in your marriage.
There's no rift in my marriage.
Oh, she's being brave. You've got to admire her for being brave.
Have you thought of separate beds? Sometimes it works wonders, separate beds. But so they say. Of course, it was never an option in our day. The double bed was compulsory.
It wasn't so bad for some of us who had the foresight to marry somebody small.
Mine, I'd love to try another bed.
I don't want separate beds. My Barry's wonderfully comforting under a duvet.
You see, you don't need these. These are defensive. You've got to stop thinking defensively. You've got to start showing aggression.
How much aggression?
Well, as much as the situation requires.
I'm not good at aggression.
Oh, just the type I'm looking for. Does he want to buy a wardrobe?
Bugger off.
He will be by the time I've finished with him. Well, there you are. There's your enemy.
It's a scarecrow.
There's no fooling our Smiler.
Oh, don't say that. I'm still hoping to sell him a wardrobe.
Yes, we know it's a scarecrow, but for the purposes of this exercise, it's your enemy. I want you to think enemy. Some nasty, vicious 9-year-old.
If we start with the 8s.
There he is, Smiler. Not 8, not 9, but some nasty, vicious adult specimen you'd like to kill.
Her that works at Social Security.
I don't know that there's anybody I'd want to kill.
But there must be. Everyone's got someone they want to kill.
People who play loud music.
Whoever sells Nora Batty them liquid stockings.
There must be someone. I mean, you're a normal human being. Well, more or less. I mean, there must be lots of people you'd like to kill.
There is my ex-wife's solicitor.
Yeah. There you are, then. That's a good one, your ex-wife's solicitor.
She even got half my cufflinks.
Go on, your ex-wife's solicitor. He's up to the last of your cufflinks. He's about to strike you. You better get one in first. Go on, defend your last cufflink.
Sure you didn't tell your mother about this car?
I didn't tell her. I feel awful, but I didn't tell her. You were like telling lies.
It's in a good cause. I daren't let your father near this car.
She wanted to know why you dropped me at the end of the street. She thinks you're up to no good. She thinks you're having an affair.
Well, that's all right, then. Maybe she doesn't know about this car.
He's getting into the swing of it now. Go on, Smiler. It's your ex-wife's solicitor.
And that insurance bloke what stole the affections of Lydia Betts.
Yeah, that's right. That's him.
That'll teach him to sell me all that fire insurance.
I never knew he fancied Lydia Betts.
No wonder he needed fire insurance.
Who's next? Who's going next?
You see? What a transformation.
Well, there's about to be another transformation. There's a tractor coming. Ha! It's probably the bloke who owns the Scarecrow. Ha!
Just don't get in my way. It's a new me. I'm a lethal weapon. Smiler, I'll give you Smiler. From now on, it's Captain Catastrophe.
Rubbish. He's overdoing it.
I think you may have created a monster here.
It's all bluff. By the time we get to town, he'll be back to being a pussycat.
Oh, I tell you, when I train them, they stay trained.
Hey, up. It's Howard the Marina.
Oh, don't embarrass them. He's in enough trouble. He's had his bicycle confiscated.
And does him good to have his leg pulled.
The gentlemanly thing would be to walk past and pretend we hadn't seen him.
That's true. Up! It's Howard the Marina!
I was just showing this young lady where she might find a cowslip.
Not everyone knows things like that. He's clearly a man of wide local knowledge. Isn't that the tall gentleman who's so nervous in the presence of ladies?
Get him off! What kind of behaviour is that for a lollipop man?
catastrophe strikes again.
He'll poke about under the bonnet.
I won't let him poke about under your bonnet, Barry. I promise.
You'll go tampering with it.
I'll stand by you. We won't let him. You're doing this for me, Barry. You're showing me mother and father our new car. I know how much it means to you, and I'm just so proud that you're doing it for me.
If he pokes about under the bonnet, I'll scream.
Back up! Back up!
Why should I back up?
You're too near the crossing, that's why.
There's no one on the crossing.
Just don't get in my way, that's all.
You created a monster there.
Whatever of the Captain Catastrophe?
Down, boy.
Steady, Smiler.
Why did you have to call him Smiler? Damn it, why didn't you use the man's rank?